again, we got Henry Smith on the line with us today, special guest on the Heart and Soul in Sports. And we really going into the little more depth about the Lakers situation. We're going to do a quick recap for all those who wasn't here earlier who heard it. We all know the Lakers lost last night. LeBron put up 40 points. Who was the next closest? D'Angelo, 23?
Yeah, I think he had like 23 points.
Okay.
But he shot the ball awfully last night. I mean,
He stunk. He was 3 for 10 for the 3-point line.
yeah.
And Austin Reeves had a horrible game, 4 of 13, something like that. But it's the role players that, I don't know if it's the role players or the lack of playing time they're getting because Darvin Ham's rotation is garbage.
It could be a little bit of both, but I think that the guys get real tight in crunch time because, like I said, they had a golden opportunity to win this game, but they just couldn't make no timely shots, and they could not get stops on defense when they needed it.
Mm-hmm. And that's in the playoff, your defense is what you hang your hat on. And right now, they ain't got nothing. Well, here's the problem. If you hanging your hat on AD, you might as well not even go to the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Man, the only time I seen the Lakers play well on both sides of the ball was during the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Now, during that tournament, they played some hardcore defense. You know, block shots, good rebounding, and they made multiple efforts to guard the other team. And ever since then, man, it seemed like they just fell off playing defense. But that's why I go back to Darvin Ham. He just started calling those guys out. Because defense is basically just effort. Just making that effort to, guard your man.
Mm-hmm.
And Darvin Ham is not doing what he did to motivate those guys to play defense. If you play good defense, you ain't got to have a whole lot of offense.
That's right. Is it to a point that he's falling into the same trap that past coaches did? LeBron can pull us out. LeBron would bail us out when we need him. He'll make a shot. LeBron is not 25 anymore.
That could be it, but Darvin Ham should know better.
He should.
I mean, last season rather, you was in the play-in tournament, and miraculously, y'all made a good run and got to the finals. The Eastern Conference
Finals, yeah.
Finals.
Yeah.
But so, I assume this year, bring some players back, and the team will be better. But really, you're just as bad as you were last year.
Yeah. Now, the thing that puzzles me, Napo, is that they didn't make any improvements. They basically stayed the same way. Everybody, who is that forward, that Golden State guy, that young kid that has stepped into that role and he's thriving in it?
Kuminga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is the Lakers have not? Okay, here's a better question. Do the Lakers not know how to develop players?
I don't think so. I don't think Darvin Ham is offensively minded. I don't think he's an offensive minded coach.
I agree.
Because they don't run a whole lot of motion. It's basically LeBron James guarding defense and fireball open shooting.
Basically, ISO ball.
They might do a big here and there to free somebody up, but there's not a whole lot of creativity in their offense. And that makes them very, very easy to guard.
This is who I wanted. I wish they would have got Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson is an offensive-minded player. Plus, he knows to play defense. He knows how to play defense, too. I just don't think, to me, I don't think Darvin Ham was the right person for that job.
I don't think so either because
turn the ball over.
They do that, yeah. But they don't do anything well. They just do stuff
Well enough.
Yeah, I mean, they don't dominate any aspect of the game.
No.
I mean, they struggle to rebound.
They got out rebounded by Golden State of all teams. Yeah.
Man, they got way more size than they got out rebounded by the Warriors.
Doggone sure did.
That's awful.
And I'm finna tell you in a minute what the margin was. Because I looked at it, I was looking at the stats earlier. Rebounding 45 to 39. Now, when the Warriors are rebounding, you're pathetic.
Yeah.
You're just downright pathetic. And let me talk about something else. Let's talk about Sabonis real quick. Why is it every time he faces AD, he gets a triple-double?
Because he go right to AD's chest. AD can't handle that kind of physicality.
Then they need to get somebody. I said, and everybody frowned at me, I said they need to go and get Dwight Howard. At least he will play defense. He's undersized at 6'10", but he won't move.
Exactly.
That's when they won that championship, it's because Dwight Howard was the center.
Yeah. You gotta have somebody that's going to every now and then be a little bit more physical, especially if it's a guy that's trying to post you up.
Mm-hmm.
So Sabonis, he do most of his damage in the paint.
Yep.
And AD cannot keep him off the glass.
Nope.
And he cannot defend him one-on-one.
No. I think Sabonis look forward to playing him.
Hey, he always have a double-double.
Triple-double. Every time.
Yeah, that's right.
Triple-double.
Yeah,
Every time.
12, 13 assists.
Yep.
Double-digit rebounds.
20-something rebounds. 20-something points. Why can't Davis give that kind of effort?
I don't know, man. Davis, in my opinion, if he was aggressive, he can average 35 points a game easily. He can get at least 15 points from the free throw line. The referee love calling fouls on him.
Yeah, I agree.
But he don't get no call because he's not aggressive. Against certain teams, they did get his points by getting a lob on offensive rebound.
Yeah.
I want to see him
initiated.
get the ball in the post, face the guy up, and go to the basket.
Do you know what I would like? You know what Nate boy, you know what I would like to see Davis do? Get down there and demand the ball.
Exactly.
Tell him, just yell, I want to give it to me. You got to let your opponent know I'm coming at you.
If you're trying to be the man, you should take the majority of the shot attempts on your team.
I agree.
AD should never ever take under 25 shots a game.
I agree.
If you're gonna be the man and you're trying to be aggressive, you gotta have at least 25 shot attempts.
But the problem, Nate, we got to stay on the floor first.
Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. Now my question is how many games you gonna miss for being poked in the eye?
2 weeks, probably.
2 weeks.
I'm just saying.
2 weeks.
I'm just saying 2 weeks.
It might be 2 weeks.
Let's talk about the argument that we've heard over the last 10 years, and nobody really wants to be, everybody wants to be politically correct. We're not going to be politically correct today. The Jordan-LeBron argument, let's just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. Everybody thinks because you give LeBron credit, you're downgrading Jordan. I can give both of them credit. But it's been player on top of player on top of player, Hall of Famer that says, overall player, LeBron is the better player.
Oh, by far. By far. I mean, as far as scoring, rebounding, assists, LeBron James is a better all-around player.
Yeah.
We only know Jordan for his scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan do play pretty good defense.
Yes, sir. He does.
You know, he's pretty high at all time steals.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Jordan is a great player.
Exactly.
LeBron James, in my opinion, is a better overall player.
I agree.
So if I can contribute more to my team or for my team, I'm down.
Well, simple as that. Simple as that.
It's simple as that. I mean, if I'm doing more for my team, other than just scoring, I mean.
See, the thing that these Jordan fanatics, you can say Jordan is great and give LeBron his greatness also, but they want to take away. Well, he only doing that because of longevity. Okay, so that does not prove that I'm committed. That does not prove that I take care of myself, that I eat right. Longevity is part of the game. Sustainability is availability.
Exactly. In my opinion, that's the most impressive part of LeBron James' career. Being able to play this long and still be this productive.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of players they got to this age and, was averaging, 5, 6, maybe 7 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James is still averaging about 25.
I think he's averaging more now because he done had a couple of 40-point games.
He may be.
So you gotta, and then I hear this, well, we're not using stats. Oh, so you don't want to use stats when it goes against you.
Exactly.
But you want to use rings until we bring up Horry, till we bring up Bill Russell, Kareem, and they got a guy that nobody talks about that has won 8 straight championships. Nobody talks about this guy, and I think I sent that to you not too long ago.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't remember the guy's name, but I'll tell you another player that Jordan played with.
Mm-hmm.
Scottie Pippen, he got 6 rings too. And in my opinion, Scottie Pippen was a better overall player than Michael Jordan.
Well,
The only thing Jordan excelled at was scoring, but he take most of the shots. But Scottie Pippen was the guy that got his teammates involved. He was the guy guarding the team's best offensive player.
True.
I mean, Scottie Pippen did a lot
To get no credit.
to get no credit.
See, this is the thing with Scotty. Now, all y'all Michael Jordan fans, y'all ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but you can Google this now if you like. Me and Naples already know about this. Western Conference Final, Chicago and the Lakers. When Magic Johnson was bullying Michael Jordan, they had to take Michael Jordan off of Magic and put Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah.
So we ain't gonna talk about that Magic Johnson was manhandling Michael Jordan. We ain't gonna talk about that now. That's irrelevant. But they had to put Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson because of Scottie's length. How many times? And this is in Michael Jordan prime now. This wasn't when he was old. How many times in LeBron prime have they had to take him off a player because he couldn't guard him?
Oh, never.
Let's talk about what Derrick Rose said when Derrick Rose won the MVP. He said, "It's mind-boggling that a man that size can guard you that easily." That's what Derrick Rose said as MVP in that MVP year. Remember when they played the San Antonio Spurs and they had to put him on that secondary center, not Tim Duncan or Splinter.
Yeah.
Tiago Splinter, I think.
Yeah, it's been said that. It's been said by a lot of coaches that LeBron James can guard all 5 positions.
Pretty much.
And I've seen him do it.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, I've seen him do it lately. I mean, a lot of times when AD is out of the game, he got to guard the guy in the post.
We're in the game.
So the LeBron James can guard all 5 positions.
Let's talk about
I've never seen Jordan do that. Jordan
Yeah.
To do their grunt work.
The dirty
You know,
work.
had Dennis Rodman to,
Yep.
shut down Paul Malone.
Horace Grant, Luke Longley, Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, he always had Scotty,
Yeah.
Gordon Wings,
Yeah. This is the thing that separates LeBron from Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan team did not need him to do everything.
Yeah.
LeBron teams require him to do everything. When LeBron left Cleveland, they went into the lottery. When he left Miami, they tried to replace him with what's that guy named down there now? Jimmy Butler. Miami ain't been relevant since LeBron left.
Neither have Cleveland. It's the second time he left.
Yeah. When Michael Jordan left Chicago, then they go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh yeah. When he retired, Pippen.
Yep.
To the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost, but they got back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. They still had a 67 game win a 60-some, well, a 56 game year. I think they won 56 games.
And a lot of it is because they got good coaching. Phil Jackson's a good coach. But I've never seen Michael Jordan drag a bad team
No,
to the NBA Finals.
you never will. They talk about LeBron and got swept by San Antonio. But I would love for somebody that's listening to our show to tell me who was on that team. I'm curious. Just who was on the team? Let me know who was on that team.
I can't think of a name. What's that old center he had?
That's the only one I know. I know the one with the tall dude with the wild hair was on there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. But who was it?
Some players.
Yeah.
A bunch of role players.
That's all. And let's not talk about Miami when they lost against San Antonio. Chris Bosh and Wade was no shows in that series.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he didn't have no help, man. I mean, the Spurs was scoring record numbers and points.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron James was averaging probably about 30 points a game, but he didn't have enough scoring around him to put that series competitive.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing they that's the stat that nobody sees.
I mean, but the thing about Cleveland, when he went back to Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
his first year back, playing with new players,
Mm-hmm.
he took that team to the finals.
Really did. And if it weren't for Love and Kyrie getting hurt, who knows how that would have worked, how that would have went.
Exactly.
But when the next year with a healthy team, what did they do? Came back from a 3-1 deficit.
Yep.
And won the NBA Finals. Now, Stephen A. Smith said this, and I heard a lot of more commentators. Well, he ain't got nothing else to prove. Every year they say that, and then the next year he got something else to prove.
I mean, in my opinion, he really not trying to prove anything. He just continues to solidify his own personal greatness.
Yeah, but I'm saying this what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Why Damian Lillard ain't got nothing to prove?
Well, I mean, right now, LeBron James is always just the topic of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's not even winning.
Mm-hmm.
You got other players in the Western Conference that's got a better record than the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lakers are always the topic of discussion. Shoot, freaking Jokic just won the doggone championship last year, and he's not getting news nowhere near as much as LeBron James.
Nope.
So, I mean, right now, LeBron James is that dude that everybody cheer for, but also love to hate.
Yeah. The thing that gets me with them though is when they win, it's the team around him. When they lose, it's him.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've seen games where LeBron James can have 35, 40 points. The team will lose by 10.
Last night.
But, you know, they'll put more emphasis on what LeBron didn't do. I said, what he did do, the man had 35 points. I mean, his teammates didn't do nothing.
But Skip Bayless called his teammates out, though.
Yeah. Now, I do got to give him, Steve, a little credit. He do recognize the fact that AD is underperforming and not playing up to his potential. But at the same time, though, they try to discredit LeBron James. But let me tell you what Rob Parker said out his mouth.
Oh, this fool.
He said that the Lakers would be making a mistake if they gave LeBron James another long-term deal. And I'm like, what? The man is still averaging 25 points per game. He's the best player on the team.
Unfortunately. Which he should be the best player on the team.
Yeah, you got players that are less impactful, got less star power, and probably average less points. It's getting major contracts.
Rob Parker is a clown.
Yeah, he just don't like to see any positive narrative around LeBron James.
He's not going to, because he's a hater.
Yeah, he's just a straight up hater.
Seems like he's jealous.
I guess, because LeBron James lived up to the hype,
Mm-hmm.
and he's keep proving people wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody expected LeBron James to be averaging 25 points a game at year 21
Mm-hmm.
at 39 years old.
No, you're right.
So, and they know LeBron James own the NBA as far as star power.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I say, he's the most talked about player in the league at age 39. I tell you one thing, the worst thing that can happen is if LeBron James win another title. If he win another title, there's no way the league can move on from the LeBron James era. Because who's going to take his spot?
Well, the better question is, if he doesn't win and he retires, who's going to take it?
I don't know.
Kevin Durant don't want it. Steph Curry don't want it.
I don't think KD can live up to it, man.
I
Because
don't either.
I don't see him winning a championship with Phoenix.
No.
Steph Curry, I think his career is kind of like dwindling down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're getting old too.
Yeah. So somebody gonna have to take it. Is that center in San Antonio gonna be the key?
It's too early to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way too early to tell. I just don't see him. I just don't know yet. It's going to take at least 5 years to see what he becomes. Because you don't know how hard he's going to work to make his game better.
Well, another thing is, everybody that they see they compare to LeBron fizzles out. What was that guy that was the next? He was the next James. What was that cat name?
They were talking about
Ben Simmons.
at one point.
Yep.
Zion Williams.
Yep.
None of those guys going to have his career.
No. I think with his numbers and how he plays, his longevity, I don't think nobody wants it because they can't live up to it.
too much work.
Really
I
is.
mean, the man has been to 21 All-Stars, and he was a starter in each one of them.
That's
And
it.
there's no way a current NBA player is going to make the All-Star 21 years in a row.
I don't think they'll play 21 years.
I don't think they will either.
I just don't like when everybody try to you highlight Michael Jordan's greatness, but then you try to hide his failures. But you try to highlight LeBron's failures and hide his greatness.
Exactly.
So I'm like this, y'all. And Larry Bird said it best. You missing, and I think Tracy McGrady said it. He said anybody who say LeBron is not clutch is a fool.
Oh yeah.
And that's just fact. But let's jump. What you finna say now?
I was gonna say his stats don't lie.
Stats don't lie.
Yeah, I won't make one comment about the LeBron James about Joe comparison.
Bring it.
They tried to undermine the fact of LeBron. They want to talk about how many finals LeBron James lost.
Mm-hmm.
But the man with the A straight,
Yeah, that's true.
they don't want to give him no credit for dragging those sorry teams to A straight finals. A straight.
That is true. Now, look, how long did Michael Jordan play in the NBA? 12 years?
14 or 15.
14, okay. He won 6 championships, correct?
Yep.
What happened to the other 8 years? We ain't gonna talk about the other 8, 9 years?
Well, them years he didn't make the finals.
So we ain't,
Put out in the first round.
so we ain't gonna talk about none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna talk about the 6 he won.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I got lost there somewhere.
And then they don't talk about the great team he had and a great coach.
LeBron never had a Hall of Fame coach.
LeBron James has not played for a Hall of Fame coach. Now, granted that Phil Jackson was the Hall of Fame coach when he got to Chicago,
Yeah.
but he left Chicago and won 5 more championships in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So that lets you know the man can coach.
That's right. Is it sad to say Tyronn Lue might have been the best coach he had? Because was Eric Spoelstra really coaching, or was Pat Riley coaching?
I think Pat Riley coaching. I mean,
I do
Eric
too.
Spoelstra was he was in the
Film
or
room?
something.
Yeah, he was in the film room.
Yeah, he was just a puppet for Pat Riley. but now,
That's true though.
when you got a team with that much talent on the court, you really don't have to do much.
No, so you don't.
You might can, give an inspirational speech or something to make them guys play good basketball, but you really don't have to do a whole lot of coaching.
That's right. Now let's jump in the NFL and talk about an injustice that happened yesterday. Chicago need to be ashamed of themselves. I'm just gonna say Chicago need to be ashamed. You gave Justin Fields away. You didn't trade him
Yeah.
for what was it, a 6th round pick?
Yeah.
So you basically saying you didn't even want him. Just a bag of Skittles, basically.
I think that they probably didn't get the offers that they wanted to get. There wasn't teams out there that had a lot more draft capital to give away for Justin Fields, but a lot of those teams didn't want to take a chance on Justin Fields because he hasn't had that much NFL success yet. But the thing is, though, everybody knows that you're trying to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to get a whole lot for him. Everybody knows you want Caleb Williams. And then everybody knows you got the #1 draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows you're trying to get rid of him. So they're going to lowball you anyway.
You want this guy, but what happened? But this is my thing. You stuck with Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler was trash. You stuck with the one that came after Jay Cutler, which I cannot remember that clown name. He was just as bad as Jay Cutler. You didn't put anything around him. You didn't put no weapons around him.
It's true. And I'm telling you another thing. Now, we all know the black quarterbacks in the league doesn't get the same kind of leeway as the white quarterbacks.
True.
Now, they patiently waited for Jay Cutler to develop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Justin Fields out there with no help.
Yeah.
And because he didn't have any instant success, you know, they're trying to get rid of him. And plus, they don't want to pay him.
But ain't it funny that as soon as you get rid of him, you're going to get a high-profile receiver?
Yeah.
That's kind of strange to me. Why you couldn't get a receiver from the start then?
That's a good question.
You know,
That's a good question.
I'm just wondering, why did you go and get the receiver he got was from Alabama. But I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. But all I'm saying is, if you could get, and even Brian Urlacher said he didn't think Justin Fields was the quarterback. Who can go in there and prepare that team with you got no running game? Your defense is mediocre.
And then the offensive line is garbage. The man can't even sit back and throw a pass because he runs for his life.
So when this other guy has the same problem, are you going to get rid of him after year 2?
Probably not. They'll probably give him more time because he'll be on a rookie contract. You know, Justin Fields would have been eligible for a big-time contract because he was, a 3-year starter?
Mm-hmm.
So he could have made some serious money, but they didn't want to pay him.
No.
So they gonna get a rookie,
Mm-hmm.
pay him about $5 million a year, and then try to build around him. But like I said though, those other quarterbacks, they was given time, opportunity to develop. You know, but it's different. It's different with certain players.
Yeah, it's black and white.
Yeah, I mean, just doggone Kirk Cousins. You pay all that money for what?
Maybe they seen something that we missed somewhere. Because what I seen on Sunday wasn't impressive.
Nope. And then get this, the man is coming off a Achilles tear.
Mm.
He's 35 years old. He only has one playoff win in his career. Now, when Lamar Jackson was trying to negotiate his contract, this man is a freaking MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And he had their begging for the money.
Mm-hmm. Different time when Michael Jackson said it better. It's a little bit more than black and white.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you my failures this now. I think Pittsburgh going all in right now.
I think so too.
They got, in Baltimore, you got Derrick Henry. You got no excuse now. Zero.
None.
So
Whatsoever.
it's Pittsburgh and Baltimore going head to head right now.
Yep.
How much better did Justin Fields make Pittsburgh?
It's kind of hard to say. I think Justin Fields might be the more long-term option,
Mm-hmm.
where they're hoping Russell Wilson will be a short-term fix.
Yeah.
Because because if you look at the rest of the team, Pittsburgh has enough on defense and offense to be competitive. I don't think they'll win anything, but you got some good pieces on their team. So hopefully Justin Fields, with a little bit more coaching, he'll be a long-term option for Pittsburgh.
I think they got him to sit back behind Russell Wilson and learn.
Yeah, I think so too. But I wouldn't be surprised though if Justin Fields beat him out.
Might not take a lot of effort. I seen highlight films where they tried to blame Justin Fields. He throw the ball to the receiver just flat out drops it.
Yeah.
So we're not going, but we're gonna still blame the quarterback for that drop.
Man, Justin Fields got a really good arm talent. He's a dual threat quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the right environment, he'll be a good player. Just like C.J. Stroud was for Houston.
Yeah.
You know, the right coaching. You got some quality players around him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Justin Fields will do well in Pittsburgh.
I agree.
And like I say, I wouldn't be surprised if he beat Russell Wilson beat him out. Because, you know, I think Fields might be a little bit more hungrier than Wilson. You know, Wilson has made his money. He's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin Fields will be more inspired to play, improve himself. But, you know, time will tell, man.
Mike Tomlin is very good at developing players.
Yeah.
So I hope he can develop Justin Fields, because I still think Justin Fields got a raw deal in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the coaching that new coach didn't want him. I don't think the organization wanted him, even though you drafted him. Is it this? And I'm gonna take it somewhere that's not gonna be comfortable for a lot of people. Is it that when you draft a black quarterback, you say, well, we don't need a lot around him. He'll make everybody around him better based on that he can run, he can throw. So he just groomed the players we got instead of putting talent around him.
That might be a part of it. But everybody knows that you just can't win. You just can't win that way. You gotta have some good talent around the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes, you know, without Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill and Nicole Harmon and those other players, you know, he couldn't have that kind of success. And on top of that, he got a good coach.
And he's really good.
If you give a player a bad coach and bad teammates, you build food to think he's gonna have success.
And Chicago been a fool for a while. Just to be honest. You stuck with Jay Cutler until you had to get rid of him.
Yeah, and the only reason you got rid of him was mostly because of injuries.
Yeah. Rex Grossman was that one behind him.
Oh, yeah.
He was trash too.
Yeah.
But you held on to him.
Held on to him.
So the one time you get a black quarterback, you got no patience now, huh?
Nope.
That's kind of convenient, as they say.
It's sad, but it's true, man. I mean, for the black quarterbacks, you gotta have success first before you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
For the other quarterbacks, it's the other way around. They're gonna pay you based on your perceived potential.
Yep.
What they think you might become.
That's true.
Just let Bryce Young go through his rookie deal without having
be on the
It's
chopping
time
block.
for him to get a new contract.
Let me ask you this: why did Tennessee sign Calvin Ridley when you don't have a quarterback?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You had great receivers over there. If you had a quarterback, you probably would have went somewhere. Miami is another disappointing team to me.
Yeah. Man, Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill
Garbage.
wasn't good in Miami. I don't know why Tennessee Titans decided to pick him up.
Mike Vrabel. And guess what happened to him? He got fired.
Oh, wow. So, Ryan Tannehill, he got hurt last year, right? So he coming back off an injury.
Won't be no different. You ain't got no running back.
No running back. So you got that good receiver for nothing. I don't see you having no success.
Seemed like you bought a new. It seemed like you bought a new car and brand new rims and everything on it. No engine.
Pretty much.
I'm just confused. I know I ain't up in the office with them, but I think I can make better decisions than they're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go a bid for Justin Fields.
They should. They don't, because they don't want Ryan Tannehill to have any competition. They'll bring some old garbage quarterback in that they know he can beat out.
I don't know. That kid from Tennessee, that Will Levis kid, played pretty well. He might be in competition for Tannehill that he didn't expect to see.
Well, if that's the case, is Tennessee in a rebuilding mode?
They are. They got rid of a lot of good players. They are. They got rid of the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they rebuilding.
The last team I'm going to say something about, then I'm going to see what you got, is the most disappointing team besides Baltimore that I've ever seen, and that's the 49ers.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Man.
Their defense just didn't impress me.
It did, man. You don't know how many opportunities you will have to make to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all know that on paper, they got way more talent than Kansas City.
True.
I just don't know how they lost that game.
Quarterback.
And then there's no guarantee you'll make it back.
That's true.
Because players can get hurt. I say it all the time. The hardest thing about playing for another championship is going through a whole nother season to get to it. Because anything can happen.
True. I just don't think Purdy, once people figure you out, you're not going to be as successful as you think you was.
Purdy got so much talent around him, man.
Really do. Kettle.
And then you got a good coach. You got a good head coach.
Mm-hmm. Who's an offensive-minded coach, too.
So, now, Brock Purdy gonna get some good money for being a strong quarterback, but they better make sure that his teammates get paid too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if you start having some cap issues and certain players want to get paid more money, somebody got to take a pay cut.
Egos is going to get in the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you an up-and-coming team to me that has a better chance to win the NFC than the 49ers, and that's Green Bay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Green Bay.
And that might be the team that wins it.
It wouldn't surprise me. Because remember, they gave the 49ers everything they can handle. They get a couple of more players on defense, a couple of more weapons on offense. Because Green Bay has been mighty silent so far. They ain't showing a lot of moves.
They got a really young team, man. Some really young, talented receivers. That quarterback, what's that, Jordan Love?
Jordan Love.
He's coming along good. They'll be a tough team to beat.
I'm going to give you another one they better watch out for. They better watch out for Detroit.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, man, I got to see it to believe it. Detroit is not used to having success.
True.
So, I'm not sure if they're going to have the same mentality and focus to be successful this upcoming season. Because, like I say, man, you know, playing a whole other season is tough. You don't know who might get hurt. Players don't play as well. That's why I always say, man, you gotta play your best football when you get an opportunity, because you don't know if you're gonna get another chance.
That's right. Well, the thing about it is that there's a lot of teams that made the playoff this year that probably won't make it next year.
Oh yeah.
Baltimore had no excuse. They had home field advantage. 49ers had no excuse. They had a home field advantage. 49ers basically had a home game at the Super Bowl. You were closer to San Francisco in Vegas than Kansas City was.
Yeah.
And you still didn't do anything. Okay, well, unless you know, just let me know a lot on that end.
Man, Baltimore, I gotta put some blame at the head coach.
Put it all there.
Because, man, with all that talent on offense, you shouldn't be stagnant on offense. You should be able to go down the field easily against any team. I mean, Kansas City defense was pretty good, but they should have been good enough to stop you from scoring points.
Nah, should have.
I mean, that's a coaching issue right there, man.
I agree. Maybe John Harbaugh is not the job, not the man for the job. Well, Napo, I enjoyed the little 48 minutes we had. We got to get you back on at some point also.
Well, I'm glad you was of the insight. I appreciate you having me on.
Well, if the Lakers lose another game, you might have to come back on, because this is therapy. Because I'm gonna talk junk about everybody. I want everybody fired at that point.
Man, if the Lakers lose another game, I'm just gonna go ahead and burn my jersey and just stop watching NBA for the rest of the season.
Might as well. That's the only thing to do. But hey, we'll be back next week, same time, same place on the Heart and Soul in Sports. And remember, if you don't have a heart and soul, you ain't in sports. This is the Night Train Out. My special guest, Henry Smith.
Catch you later.
We'll see you later.